Have you ever stared at a totally blank screen and just wondered, how in the world do I turn this into a professional website? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. Together, we're going to use the Webo page editor to go from zero to a fully polished, super impressive web page. So you ready? Let's dive in. So before we get into the nitty-gritty of how to do it, let's just take a look at the destination. This is what you'll be able to create. It's clean, it's professional, and you know what the best part is? It just works. Everywhere. Desktops, tablets, phones. The editor handles all that complicated resizing stuff automatically, so you don't even have to think about it. Okay, so that's the goal, right? But what's the trick? What's the secret that lets you skip that super steep learning curve and jump right to a pro-looking design fast? Well, that's exactly what we're about to unpack. All right, secret number one, and honestly, this is the biggest one. You are no longer building alone. The future of making websites is a partnership. And you've got a new partner, artificial intelligence. Now, the keyword on this slide is optimized. See, the Webo editor isn't just compatible with AI, it was literally built from the ground up to work hand in glove with it. It's designed to make that collaboration feel totally seamless. So what does that actually look like? Well, it's this simple. Instead of spending an hour building a complicated pricing table, you just give your AI a clear instruction. You talk to it like you talk to an assistant, describe what you want, and the AI does all the heavy lifting. And boom, seconds later, you have it. Perfect, clean code. But, and this is a big but, here's the catch where almost everyone gets stuck. If you just copy and paste this directly onto your page, it's gonna break. So the real question is, how do you get this code to actually work? And the answer to that question is something we call the one-button golden rule. Seriously, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, make it this. It is going to save you so many headaches. And here it is, the source button. That little guy is the magic gateway between the visual world that you see and the code world that the computer sees. It is, without a doubt, the absolute key to making AI work for you. And the process? It's brilliantly simple. You copy the code from your AI, you click Source to peek behind the curtain into Code View. You paste your code in there, then you click Source again to come back. And just like that, poof, your pricing table appears perfectly formatted. Okay, so that's AI sorted, but what about something we have all struggled with? You've written up your content perfectly in a Word document, and now you just want to get it onto your web page. Sounds easy, right? Well, if you just copy-paste from Word, your page will look, well, a mess. That's because Word sneaks in tons of hidden formatting junk. The source material calls it invisible baggage, which is perfect. This button right here, Paste from Word, is your safety net. It's smart enough to strip out all that junk while keeping the good stuff, like your bold text and bullet points. Okay, so we've got our content onto the page successfully. Now, let's talk about giving it a professional structure. And this is about way more than just making things look pretty. It's about making your page easy to read for both your visitors and for search engines. Now, this might look a little technical, but I promise the choice is simple. Think of it this way. On the left, normal P is your standard paragraph. It gives you that nice automatic breathing room between lines of text. Perfect for most writing. But on the right, normal div is totally different. It's like a Lego brick. It has zero extra spacing, which means you can stack things right on top of each other with perfect control. It's the secret weapon for building more complex layouts. And that brings us to headings. Getting your heading structure right is a huge win-win. For your readers, it's like a visual roadmap, making your content easy to scan. And for search engines like Google, you're basically handing them a table of contents for your page, which is absolutely essential for getting found online. All right, we've arrived at the final piece of the puzzle. This is the big one. This technique is what will take your pages from looking like a simple document to looking like a professionally designed website. It's all about breaking free from that single boring column. I absolutely love this quote. Amateurs write from top to bottom, but pros think in grids. They see the page as a canvas with different zones, a header up top, a sidebar, a main content area. And the crazy thing is you can do this with a surprisingly simple tool. The secret is tables, but we're not using them for data, we're using them for structure. You're going to create a simple table that acts as your layout grid, and then, and this is the most critical step of all, you set the border size to 0. That makes it totally invisible, creating a strong skeleton that holds your whole design together. So once you have that invisible grid, you get to be a sculptor. You start selecting different cells and merging them together. You're literally carving out your layout,
creating a wide space for a header, a tall, skinny one for a sidebar, and a big block for your main content.
And once that structure is carved out, the last step is the easy part. You just fill it up. Your text, your images, those AI-generated tables, everything now has a home. And the result? A perfectly stable, organized, and incredibly professional-looking layout. And there you have it. I mean, really, in just the last few minutes, you have learned the core techniques that the pros use every single day to build amazing websites. Think about it. You now know how to team up with an AI to create content in seconds. You've mastered the golden rules for pasting. You get how to structure your content for maximum impact. And you've learned the biggest secret of all, how to design beautiful layouts with invisible grids. You officially have the skills and the secrets that separate the amateurs from the pros. So there's really only one question left. What are you going to create first?